While many memorable films have been made in the southern Willamette Valley over the years, there are also a few forgettable ones. One example is the 1975 movie Street Girls, filmed entirely in Eugene. Many familiar locations like the Park Block Fountain and the train station appear. The low-budget production follows a middle-aged father in search of his dropout daughter, Angel, as he explores an underworld of prostitutes, pimps, drug addicts, and thieves. While Barry Livingston went on to critical acclaim with Rain Man, Good Morning Vietnam, and The Natural, in the hands of director Michael Miller, the portrayal of a young woman caught up in a world of drug addiction and human trafficking devolved into gratuitous nudity, sex, and violence. Set in 1933 at the height of the Great Depression, The Emperor of the North, released in 1973, follows two hobos as they ride the rails in search of work, while battling a railroad bull who takes his job to keep riders off the train very seriously. The movie was filmed in Cottage Grove and made extensive use of the same railroad tracks used by Buster Keaton in the silent film The General 50 years earlier. Despite the prestige of stars Lee Marvin, Ernest Borgnine, and Keith Carradine, the film was a box office failure. Flood, an American made-for-television adventure film directed by Earl Bellingham that followed the theme of other disaster films released in the 1970s. The movie stars Robert Culp and Martin Milner, who try to save a rural resort town as rising waters breach an upstream dam.
Brownsville is underwater.
Filmed in Eugene and Brownsville, the movie features the Eugene Airport, Fern Ridge, and downtown Brownsville. Ball Creek Dam east of Eugene plays the role of the failing dam. Much like the dam in the movie, the film also failed. How to Beat the High Cost of Living is a 1980 American comedy heist film starring Susan St. James, Jane Curtin, and Jessica Lange. The film follows three women in Eugene, Oregon who face financial problems and devise a plan to steal a large amount of cash from a giveaway event in the Valley River Center. Timescape, released on video in 1992 as the Grand Tour Disaster in Time, is an American science fiction film that followed a group of time-traveling tourists from the future who arrive in a small town to witness a historic ecological disaster. Jeff Daniels stars as a grieving widow with Ariana Richards as his young daughter, who hosts time-traveling tourists at an old guest house portrayed by the Shelton McMurphy Johnson House in Eugene. Action sequences center around the Monroe High School and an old church now named Heritage Hall in Monroe, Oregon. While movie magic destroys both Brownsville and Monroe, I'm happy to report that both towns and the mansion behind me are alive and well.